All right, I rebooted everything. So let's see. I had to go back to the YouTube. To the YouTubes. Go back to what works, right? Oh man, I don't know. And why I need to change that picture, that thumbnail. It's God Almighty. Oh, cannot win for losing, man. Jim, hey man, how does this sound? Can you tell me how this sounds, please, sir? I rebooted everything. And I know it's backwards. I went back to the YouTube app. So, how are we sounding, man? It sounds good? Oh, man. Okay, that's probably what was wrong. I had to reboot my phone. And I was looking at all my connections. I was like, man, all my connections are good. You know, so I had to reboot my phone. Way better. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jimbo from Louisiana. Thank you, man. Hello, baby. All right, man. Cool. One time. Get on over here. Hey, Mr. Zach, how are you, man? We are trying this for the umpteenth time. So yeah, man. I got so aggravated earlier. I was like, why doesn't anything work? And I had to reboot my phone. That's what was wrong. My phone needed to be rebooted. That's what was wrong. Hey, Absolute Mayhem, how are you, man? Zach Moon, one thumbs up for me. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, man. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that very much, sir. Man, what a day I have had. Golly, man, my glasses are fogging up. It's so freaking hot in here. I have had a day from hell, man. I had to go to the company doctor to take a physical, right? And I had to be there at 2:30, so I didn't get home from work early this morning till 5:30. And I slept, 4 or 5 hours, got up, got a shower, went to the company doctor and sat there for almost 2 hours dealing with that. They're just crazy over there. Got done with that, and today is my son's birthday, so I went to go see him for a little while and spend some time with him. And then I had to leave and do some more errands and then come home, and here I am. So it's been a day. So Jim, that's why you haven't heard from me, man. I mean, it's been one hectic day here. So I'm sorry you haven't heard from me, man. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool, man. Thank y'all for being here. Forget about it, Jim says. Thank you, man. All right, let's try to do a song, man. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll try it. What the heck, you know? How worse can it get? I think we've already gotten to the worst part already, right? Man. Okay, let's see what we can do. Thank you, Mr. Michael B. He says, sounds good. Hey, thank y'all for telling me earlier what it sounded like. Because I know, I mean, see, to me, it sounds fine. But when it goes to the YouTubes and all that stuff, I don't know what it sounds like for y'all, you know. So thank y'all for letting me know. And so after looking over everything and rebooting my phone, like I said, and I've already said 5 times, it's good. Okay, let's try to play, man. I just got one song. That's all I got. Maybe we can chat or something. Okay, hang on.
Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. Oh, you really got me. Oh, you really got me. Please don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side. Please don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. Oh, you really got me. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, hopefully that was better. Man, God almighty. Backwards and everything. Lord of mercy. Okay, who's in here? Maury. Zach Moon gives me the thank you, man. Appreciate it, Zach. Maury 213. Oh man, that sounds great. Okay, cool. Steve Anderson's in the house. Maury, you ain't right, man. All right, let's see. Steve Anderson. Steve, you ain't late, man. We have tried this thing 4 or 5 times trying to get it right. I finally just figured out the problem, but I went ahead and went to a YouTube app because I knew the audio works good on the YouTube app. I just got to still tinker with the OBS thing, right? Let's see. Thank you, Maury. Thank you, Steve, for the thumbs up, man. Appreciate it. Absolute mayhem. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Yes. Jim Guidry. Right on, Joe. Right on, man. Right on, man. I need some of that freeze on. Let's see. Jim knows what that is. Lefty Wentz, yeah. Thanks to YouTube, I just got another update this past week for YouTube, and it's not doing anything. And I gotta give a shout out to Johnny, man. Johnny asked me if I wanted to go on live with him earlier, and I was laying down. I really was. I wasn't planning on doing this, and I was like, man, I can't go to sleep yet. It's too early because I'm on a different schedule, right? So I laid there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I said, I'm gonna try to go live. And man, I'm glad I did, because now I know what to do. When people kept saying, we can't hear you. Now I know what to do. So that's the only thing about going live when you're testing out stuff. You don't know until you go live and get feedback from people, EVH that like button, Maury says. Yeah, there you go. Nice chops, Joe. Absolute man. Thanks, man. It ain't nothing, man. It's just a hack is all I am, man. I'm serious. It's just, there's thousands of people better than me. I just like having fun. That's all. Maury 213, you should do a duet with the mini Joe back there. Yeah, that's right. Hit it, man. What you waiting on? He's just sitting there. And Absolute Mayhem. Hey, Joe, I'm a reborn guitarist. Do you have a... What does that say? Oh, okay. I got you. Do I have a dominant bend or vibrato finger? Okay, yeah. In other words, what finger do you use when you bend, and which one when you vibrato? It's man, that's a good question. When I'm bending, it depends if I'm doing like let's say like a blues bend, like let's say if you're in the key of A, right? And you want to bend 2 notes, like on the B string on the 6, and the G on the 5th. And you know how you bend that G? Kind of gives that country flavor. Well, if I'm bending like that, I use the middle. A lot of people use the pinky and ring. I just can't. It feels weird. So I use the middle. When I get to the upper registers, I'll use my ring finger to bend. Or if you do a unison bend, my stuff is different. Everybody, I spread out my first and middle finger to do the unison bend because it's a pretty good stretch. You can do it with the ring finger, but I like doing it this way because I'll show you why. I can maneuver easier. You see what I mean? It just helps me maneuver easier, I should say. So up here, I'll use my ring finger. And then I'll just drop to my first finger. It depends on what note. Stuff like that. So usually it's the first and ring finger for vibrato. Where are we at here? Michael B, are the backing tracks safe for YouTube? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look how long I've been doing backing tracks, man. I've been doing backing tracks for a couple of years now. And it's, you will get a notification from YouTube, but all it is it's saying, hey, this song belongs to whoever, and there might be ads running on your video because the song belongs to such and such company, ASCAP, BMI, whoever, but your account is safe. You're not in any trouble. YouTube has gotten really, from what I understand, they have gotten really less strict about that, I should say. They're not as strict on the music thing anymore. They used to be really strict, but not as bad now, because really it's just pennies anyway. It's not like, these people are making boatloads of money off YouTube, because they're not. It's really the record companies and stuff like that, whoever owns the material, Maury, Joe uses his middle finger for many things non-guitar related. Yeah. Let's see. Absolute mayhem. Yeah, it seems I am more comfortable with index and ring finger. Yeah, for vibrato, yeah. For me, like I'll start this bend here with the ring, and I'll do like a little lick here. See, and I ended up using the middle finger, right? It just all depends. It depends on what note you land on with what finger. It's good to learn how to use vibrato on, the first three fingers. Of course, not the pinky. That's be kind of, you can, but it's kind of weird. I couldn't do it. Backing tracks are safe, Mr. Michael B. Yeah, they are, man. I've been doing them, for a while. I've never had an issue. The only thing that has happened to me was I've had a few videos get blocked, but I'll tell you the artist that happened with. And the Eagles. That's because Mr. Henley doesn't want nobody doing their songs. No Eagle songs, no nothing. He don't want nobody to. It makes me feel like he doesn't want anybody to play any of the Eagles material. You're not allowed to play that, or how the hell are we going to benefit from that, man? We did, YouTube is smart enough to recognize the algorithm of the song and what it goes to. That's how they pick it up so quick, But he's got it where Don Henley, how much more money does this man need, right? Anyway, I don't know the man personally, but man, he's got it where you put an Eagle song on YouTube, it's going to get blocked instantly. Right off the bat, boom. It happened to me. I even tried to cover my favorite song by Don Henley, Boys of Summer. As soon as it got uploaded on YouTube, this was what, last year, year before last? What was it, Jim? Do you remember me talking to you about that? And, man, right when it got uploaded, it said, boom, this video has been blocked. And I was like, really? So the only reason I like to do these cover songs, man, is it's not to benefit me. I like to play them because they're fun to play. They're fun to play, man. That's me. That's my way of telling the artist, hey, man, thank you for writing such a cool effing song. It's fun to play. It's not, that's how music is supposed to be if you are a musician, right? Don Henley, Eagles, you can't do nothing by them. Fleetwood Mac is another, the Beatles. Who else? Led Zeppelin. And I just found out, Jim, do you remember the other one I did recently? They got blocked. And remember we talked about it on the phone, and I said, there's another artist that blocks the videos. Man, who was that? I sat there and worked on the song like crazy, man, and worked on it and got it ready. And when I put it on YouTube, it was instantly blocked. Thank you, Jim. AC/DC. That's what it was. Yeah, AC/DC. Thank you, Jimbo. You the man. Thank you very much. By the way, if you like this sign, you can get them at thevanhalenstore.com. I had somebody message me today. I can't remember the gentleman's name. He sent me a message through Facebook Messenger and asked me, where did I get this sign? Again, I know this is backwards, but vanhalenstore.com. Jim, that'll be $9.99 for that information. Yeah, the name of the song AC/DC was a Whole Lot of Rosie. God, I love that song. It's a fun song. It's in the key of A, I better not do no more than that, but it's just a fun song to noodle around in A with. You can just do all your favorite licks, and you don't have to play like Angus Young. You can do your own thing. That's what's so cool about AC/DC songs, but no more. But here's the weird thing. I put that video, since I couldn't put it on YouTube, I put it on my Facebook page. It went right on there. No problem. No restrictions, no nothing. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. Who's to say it won't get blocked? Let's get back to the chat. Michael B says, cool, thanks. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Michael B, it's cool if they take the revenue. Copyright strike 3 times is the worry. Oh no, I have no copyright strikes, not yet anyway. I haven't done anything to get a copyright strike, like I said, I've been doing these songs for quite a couple of years now, 2 or 3 years, and It's crazy. What is that, Jim? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Jim. If you look back on this channel, man, a few videos, Jim and I did a collaboration quite a number of years ago called Desert Highway, and I wanted to put that song on YouTube, which I never had before. I talked to Jim about it, and Jim said, "Are you going to put it on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah." Are you cool with that? Because Jim's my partner on that song, so I had to clear it with him too. He said, "Yeah, absolutely." So, but what happened is, this is how this is weird. We released that song on an album years ago, which is no longer available. It was out of print, right? But I still have the master for that song, Desert Highway, and I asked Jim if we could put it on YouTube, and he said, "Yeah, go for it." So, but when we released the album years ago, it was copyrighted then, right? I mean, through BMI and everything. And so when I went to release it on YouTube, I got a notification about our own material saying that I wasn't allowed to do that. Well, I mean, it didn't say I wasn't allowed. It just said, hey, this is copyrighted. You're in no danger. Just letting you know that the owner of the song might get revenue. That's what it said. And I was like, well, this is Jim Guidry in my song. It's just weird because, see, the computer doesn't know any better. It just recognizes the algorithm and says, hey, this song is copyrighted. And that was Desert Highway, which is a badass song. If you haven't checked out that song, go back, I don't know, maybe half a dozen videos and look for it's just an audio track on that video. There's no actual video. It's just an audio track. It's called Desert Highway. Jim Guidry plays the drums on there. And, man, it was a lot of fun. Michael B. Prince too. So far, I did a Prince. Well, Purple Rain is my favorite Prince song, and I think I might know why I got away with that. I don't know, because the pitch of the song, the original pitch, because he plays it in I think the first chord is like an F. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird. So what I did is I lowered the song down half a step. So instead of doing it in F, I was able to do it in A. Like this was how it was originally. Oh, that ain't it. Let's see. There we go. I had to look at my hand. So I lowered it down half a step. So maybe that's why I didn't pick it up. I don't know. But that's, I love that song. I'm missing the chat here. Holy crap. Showman Blues, man, how are you? Let me go back here. Dry Heat. Hey man, how are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we're talking about doing songs on YouTube, and there's certain artists that will block you if you cover their songs. Prince is probably one of them, but so far I've actually covered a few of his songs on my channel. Little Red Corvette, Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy. And I mean, yeah, I got a notification, but I didn't get a strike or nothing like that, Pardon me. Mike Ray says he got a copyright strike for doing a Santana song, and he stopped doing covers. Wow, really? Man, that's crazy. My goodness, man. Show Me Blues. Joe, finally glad you got back on. Me too, man. It was just a whole lot of crazy stuff happening, but we got it. Show Me Blues is a diminished A. Oh, okay. Yeah. So. So that was a lot of fun to do. And to do that Purple Rain song, I love playing that song, man. And the way it was in the original key, I was like, why in the world? Because it's impossible for me to play the way it is on the original chords. I was like, why? But that's why he done stuff like that to make it hard to copy it. There's artists that do that. Jimmy Page has acknowledged that on some of their Led Zeppelin songs. They made the difficulty level high, so you couldn't copy it. I was like, really? I'm like, come on, man, that sucks. But there's always more than one way to play something on guitar. It doesn't. To me, this is me, man, and I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be perfect. You got to be in the ballpark, yeah. But it doesn't have to be note for note perfect unless if you're in a tribute band, yeah, you got to have your crap together. But if you're just having fun, just be in the ballpark, man. You know. Absolute mayhem. He stepped out to get a water. Man, that sounds good right now. Why I got a refrigerator right here? I just can't reach it. Hey, thank you, Michael B, for the super chat. Thank you, man, very much. I appreciate that, sir. That's very kind of you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's see. R2, R3. There's R2. Hey, man, how are you? How are you doing, sir? Thank you again, Michael B, man. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Who else? I can't think of any other artist that will block you. Can y'all think of something? Mike Ray said he got a strike from Santana. But to me, that's like a slap in the face. Do y'all agree? Or is it just me? I think that's a slap in the face, man. I mean, if I was a successful artist, right? If I was I can't even say that. If I was a successful artist, I swear I haven't had nothing to drink. No, I'm telling a lie. I did at supper, but that was like 4 hours ago. So just 2 beers. But I wouldn't be upset if somebody wanted to cover my song and put it on YouTube. Why would I be mad? I'd be humbled. I would be humbled. I'd be like, yeah, man, that's awesome. But I think the way it is when you get to a certain level, when you make that kind of money, that I guess you get greedy. I guess yes, your music is a work of art, and it's something that means a lot. Absolutely, I feel that way. Yes, but I also use common sense. I know, it's not. I'm not going to be getting a star on the Walk of Fame anytime soon, or getting an invite to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or nothing like that. My window has passed a long time ago for that. But yeah, Michael B, it's their management company. Yeah, it is. It's management and all that. I mean, it's unless the artist owns the masters. If they own their music, they have the say so whether what happens. The severity. To me, that's what I think. I'm not a professional at all. I'm just making an assumption. I have not fact checked any of this. I'm just thinking. To me, that seems like what would happen. Dry heat. I think it keeps the music relevant. What, covering the songs? Is that what you're? To me, that's what I feel. I feel that. What's the difference if you're in a cover band and you're playing gigs at bars and stuff, and you're on YouTube, and you do a cover song? You're not going to make no money off of it. But then they're like, "No, you can't do our song." Huh? Well, why not? We just played it in the club last week. You gonna come down and stop us there too? It's just, to me, it's crazy, I guess. I don't know. But I feel that, it does keep the music alive. I agree with Dry Heat. If you cover these songs and keep it going, man, it helps it for the next generation. Because if you keep blocking stuff and it can't get out there, because kids nowadays, a lot of people watch YouTube, man. They don't. And that's where it's at. That is the medium that everybody is using. So people are surfing YouTube or whatever, and they come across somebody playing a cover song, and they're like, "Oh, who is that?" You don't know if they've heard it or not. But that could expose them to something new that to us might be, classic rock or something. And they'll be like, "Yeah, let me check that out." But if everything keeps getting blocked, it's dying. In my humble opinion. Michael B says he agrees. Jim agrees. Absolute mayhem. It would be different if you play Stairway to Heaven and said you wrote it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's now that's stealing. That's just flat out what plagiarism and stealing, whatever you want to call it. That's crazy. And that there you go. That's a perfect example. Absolute mayhem. I did I tried to. I was learning the solo part of that, the very first part of the solo that kicks in on the electric guitar side of that song. What else would it be? Is there acoustic solo, idiot? No. Anyway, and I did that and recorded it, and it took me like 25 takes to get it halfway decent, right? I got it, and I said, "Oh, put that on my channel, man." I was proud of what I did. It wasn't professional level, but it was good. But it wasn't. As soon as I put it on YouTube, bam, it got blocked, and I was like, just for that little minute and a half, 2 minute clip, no singing, just guitar playing, and it got. I guess that was a good thing. I guess because YouTube recognized it. So I don't know. Man. Maybe I don't know. It was just I was like, really? I mean, that solo was historic. Why? I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's a double-edged sword. Showman Blues makes a statement. Thank y'all for keeping the chat going here, and this is great. Long as hey chap, hello chap, come here chap. Long as the chat stays active, the show will keep going. Jim, hey Jim, you got another beer I can have? Man, Showman Blues says YouTube is just as far as you and I playing. It's not why they are preventing broadcast of their music. The difference is broadcasting as in TV, radio, YouTube, and cable. Huh. Okay. Oh yeah. Michael B. Yeah, there's a problem in bars if the bar doesn't pay the pro beforehand. Oh yeah. I wonder if Mr. Dave Byron. I wonder if not to be personal, but he does. He's a working musician. I wonder if he gets his money before the gig or after the gig. I would hope before. When I did it, the places we played down here, we didn't get it till after, and I know from experience that can be bad because we got shafted out of some money, and we were supposed to get $100 a piece, and we ended up getting 60 a piece. And man, you talk about a falling out. Whoo, boy, that wasn't good. Absolute mayhem. TV is dead. The cable companies just don't want to believe it. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Excuse me. You know what my wife is watching in there right now? Netflix. Sons of Anarchy. Netflix. She's not watching regular TV. She's watching Netflix. Now, she does have a couple of channels that she likes to watch during the day. Michael B. BMI sues the bars that play their covers and doesn't have an agreement. I've heard that before. I have actually heard that if you're playing in a club or a bar or something or whatever the case may be, and somebody's videoing it and they put it on YouTube or something, and they find out how to track you down, you could get in trouble for doing a cover song. I was like, where does this stop? What? It's getting. You see what I'm saying? You see what it all comes down to is money and greed. Is what it's coming down to. It's like, man, you can't even play anymore. It seems like. Maybe I have that wrong, but I have heard that before from somewhere else. Jim Guidry, as long as you give credit, you talking about if you play in a bar or club? Damn, if that's the case, that's sad because people that hear the song, they should know who did the song. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's getting to that point where you have to say, okay, we're playing Tom Petty now. I don't know. Showman Blues. Keep in mind they've been getting paid every time it plays on the radio or TV. It's about the money. They don't want to keep it alive. They they want to make more. Yeah. Oh yeah. If people that own the residuals and yeah, every time if radio, and that's another thing. Regular radio, I don't see how that's still around. I'm surprised that's still around, man. But yeah, people are making. If they had a good deal when they signed, if that band had a good deal, then yeah, they're still making great money if their songs are getting played on the radio. Absolute mayhem. There you go. If it gets blocked, you did it right. Okay. So all the other songs I've done, I guess I've been doing something wrong, which is okay. It is okay. It's all good. But Jim Guidry, he says, "Here's a beer for you." Thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Rockin' Dave. Yeah, Rockin' Dave, man. Rockin' Dave. Shout out to you, man. I hope you're doing good. Let's see. Showman Blues. I agree that TV is dead, but you are not going to get around broadcasting music over anything for very long. Yeah, I agree too. Yeah, that's right, Showman Blues. Yeah, that's true. All they are capping is broadcast, regardless of whatever type of broadcast. It's the only way for the artist to make money. Yeah, it's if like I said, if they got a good deal, then yeah, they're making money. But I don't know. Hopefully artists. I don't know in the past 10, 15 years where hopefully they had a good deal where they made some good money. I think I heard about Kid Rock when he came out years ago when he first was coming out. Man, record companies were going after him left and right, and he told them how it was. He said, "This is the deal. Here's the deal I want, and this is what I'm going to get. If you want me, this is how the deal is going to be." He owns his music. He owns all creative rights, everything, man. He ain't got nothing to worry about. I've covered a couple of his songs. Well, one of his songs on here, and it was cool, man. I just got a thing saying, don't worry, this is just a heads up. You're not in any trouble. Just letting you know there'll be ads running on this, blah blah blah, like I just told you. But Kid Rock's got a couple of good guitar songs, man, that I like to play. I wasn't too sure about him when he first came out, but I still liked it. But I was kind of like, okay, which way is this going, But then he's always got two guitar players, and he always puts on a hell of a show. So I got big respect for Kid Rock, man. I really do. Let's see, where are we at? Dry Heat 480. Record companies don't tell, man. Record companies don't sell records anymore, so they rape the little guy. Yeah, tell me about it. There's really no music industry anymore, is it? There's really not. There's really not, Man, I think now everybody's got their own little labels and, independent. Wow. Absolute Mayhem says radio is only barely alive because of cars. When people no longer drive and it's automated, radio will likely die like TV. That's a very, very interesting point, man. Yeah, that's a very interesting point. And I remember actually going to a radio station just once for an interview, just one time. And I played guitar there in the station. And I'd never been to nothing like that. I didn't know how all that worked. I just never thought about it. But it was this one huge building. And, man, they had all kind of different offices in there for different radio stations, country, talk, adult contemporary, rock, classic rock, modern rock. I mean, it was crazy. And I actually went there, and they were thinking about putting together a band. The radio station, the local modern rock. This was years ago, man. And so they were taking auditions, right? They were taking auditions. They put it out, a shout out on the radio and all that stuff. I don't know if I've shared this story or not on here. I'll share it real quick. And so and they would bring in people in the studio and let them audition live on the air. They had a drummer come in there. Like one week was for, drummers. The next week was bass players. The next week was for vocalists. And the last week was for guitar players. So over a span of like a month or so, they did this, right? And I was actually sitting in the big truck delivering at Walmart. I was in the, getting ready to get out to go inside and deliver milk off the 18-wheeler. And I was listening, and the station was just right there. And it was just right up the street, the building, whatever. And I was like, man, they're auditioning. They're going to put a band together for the radio station. I've never heard of that. Never heard of, didn't know people did that, radio stations. So I was like, so I called and I set up a audition, right? And so I went, I think it was on a Tuesday or something, Tuesday or Wednesday. And I went there and played a couple of different things from songs, different chords and stuff. And the DJs were guessing what the songs were and all that. And then I played a couple other things, and that was it, man. I guess I was on the air for a total of maybe 10 minutes and got done. And I was unhooking my stuff, and the guy was answering the phone. He's like, yeah, his name was, Joe Wentz and blah, blah, because the audience was voting on who they wanted to, and come to find out, I got the spot. I got that spot. I won that part, or whatever, won the audition for that. And then the next week, they had some kind of legality thing saying they couldn't put the band together. So everything fell through. I was like, crap, but, oh, well. And it was crazy. It was pretty fun, though, going there and playing and being on the air. That's when how long ago was this? This was probably like 2003. No. About 2006. Yeah. 2006 is when that was. Long time ago. Okay. Back to the chat. I just wanted to share that story with you. And there's a Showing Blues. Same for Steve Vai. He owns all of his music. Yes. Steve Vai is very smart. He's got interviews on YouTube where he says Frank Zappa gave him a phone number to a attorney or something. I can't remember about keeping his rights to his music. Yeah. Kid Rock. That's right. Absolute Mayhem. Michael B., I did a radio interview 30 years ago. Weird experience. Yeah, things have changed. You can do your own radio show out of your freaking room now, podcast, whatever. It's strange the way technology has come along now, isn't it? Man, it's wild. Just like right now, man, it's crazy. If you would have told me 15 years ago that I'd be live on the air on this channel that was made up on the internet, playing guitar, I would have said you was crazy. Like, there's no way. Let's see. Showman Blues. Unfortunately, I think we'll see a big change as far as YouTube and the like over the next 3 years. I think YouTube, as we know it, will be gone. You really think so? You think it'll be gone? Man, who knows, man? It could be. If so, I haven't lost nothing. I just love making videos. I have to say, watching YouTube has inspired me a whole lot to want to get in front of a camera and play, and connect with people and make friends, and that's because of YouTube. So watching other people play and stuff, man, it gets me fired. I'm like, man, I want to try that, Yes, Jim Guidry. Joe, you remember our radio interview we did at 5:30 in the morning, total of 10 minutes? Yeah, that's right. Jim Guidry and myself did a radio interview for Sirius XM satellite radio. And what was weird is it was a truck driving station. Big wheels rolling. It was Yeah, because it was like 8:30 my time. I remember because it was in the wintertime and there was snow on the ground out here. And I called Jim like the day before. I said, "Look, man, they're going to call you at such and such time. Answer your phone so we can be on the air together." I think they called Jim. I was already on the line with the people, And the lady said, "Okay, what's your friend's number?" And I gave her Jim's number, right? And she come back online. She goes, "He's not answering." I was like, "What?" I said, "Try it again." And then a few minutes later, he was there. He's like, "Hey Joe, what's going on?" I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Hey man, it's 5:30 in the morning here. Give me a break." And but it was funny, man. Yeah, we had an interview there, and they talked to us for a little bit. It was fun. It was something cool to remember, right? It was cool. It was funny. Oh, Jim Guidry, we've done a lot of stuff together. It's crazy. Um, let's see. Mm-hmm. Absolute mayhem. I agree. Something will eventually replace YouTube. It's hey man, it's very likely. I'm not saying that it wouldn't happen. There's no telling what. There's always something. There's always somebody scheming something behind the scenes to make something better than what's out there. There's always something. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But I don't. I don't know. For me personally, I don't think it would happen within 3 years. I just don't. I just don't think so. But how long has Facebook been around? YouTube's been around longer than Facebook, right? Because YouTube started in what? YouTube came out about what? 2007? Is that when YouTube first came out? So I want to say that Facebook came out after YouTube, I believe. I can't be 100% sure. I'll let y'all answer that. Maybe I'm sure somebody in here knows. I'm not an expert on social media. You know, I rarely get on social media. I have it, but I rarely get on it. You know. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Show me blues. You'll be getting charged for your YouTube fun. The people with channels and the people watching both will be charged. Just my opinion. Yeah, well, it could be. I mean, I'm already paying for YouTube Red. I pay $10 a month for that, and personally, I love it because I don't have no ads to deal with, and I was able to watch Cobra Kai. But I've had YouTube Red for a couple of years now. I'd say I love YouTube Red. It's $10 a month, man. I don't miss that. $10 that's nothing. I think R2's having a nice, cold, refreshing adult beverage as well. That's awesome. Absolute mayhem. There he is. YouTube started on Valentine's Day, 2005. Thank you, Absolute Mayhem. Thank you for that information, man. Now we got to figure out when. Okay, there is. Absolute Mayhem's got it. Facebook started February of 2004. Wow, so Facebook was around a year longer than YouTube? I didn't know that at all. Cause see, I don't remember hearing nothing about Facebook till me and my wife got together right before we got married. And that was we were living together here in 2006. And we got married in 2007. So when we first were living together here, that's when I started hearing about Facebook. So according to this information, it was already on the scene for 2 years. Wow. I had no idea it'd been around that long, man. How about that? Showman Blues, February 14th, 2005. San Mateo, California. I don't know if that's correct or not. How about that, man? Wow, that's interesting. Michael B, I pay as well and watch the show Cobra Kai. I can't even say it, Cobra Kai. For people that grew up in the 80s, that's a must. If you're a movie fan of the 80s, I mean, that was my prime youth growing up in the 80s, and Karate Kid and Terminator, Rocky, Star Wars. Come on, man. You know, those are classics. And so when I found out they was coming out with that and had a few members of the original cast, I was all over that, man. I was all over that. A lot of young people really like it. My son, he loves it. He's watched the whole thing, and they've already said they're doing a season 2, and so that'll be next year. I can't wait to see what happens. They ended on a great cliffhanger, you know. In my opinion, I thought it was phenomenal. Absolute Mayhem. It likely became huge around 2005 ish. Oh, you're talking about Facebook? Okay. Have y'all seen that movie about that? I've seen a little bit of it, but I just couldn't get into it. About I guess about Zuckerberg, about how he done the Facebook thing or something. If I'm not mistaken, now my memory is cloudy, but in the movie it was like he stole the idea from somebody else. I don't know. I can't remember, or maybe he just took something and made it better. I don't know. Well, just like you said, there could be somebody to come along and bump YouTube out of the spot. You don't never know. You don't never know. Try Heat 480. In my opinion, YouTube days are numbered. Feel bad for those who turned it into their only source of income. You're right. I mean, I have thought about that. I have to be honest. I've thought, you see these people that are vloggers and they make their money off that. And I've thought to myself, now, what if YouTube something were to happen? They'll have to get a regular job. I'm glad I got a regular job because I've told you before, and I'll say it again. I do this just for fun. This is just a hobby for me. I have yet to receive a penny from Google or YouTube. I haven't received anything. Never got a check. And that's fine. I don't care. I don't do this for income. I do it for fun, just to play guitar and share music, share my love of playing music and playing guitar, Absolute Mayhem, Ralph Macchio. Yeah, boy, is he back in the spotlight now. Him and William Zabka that played Johnny Lawrence. Yeah, they're really back in the spotlight now. Absolute Mayhem. I love the new Cobra Kai. It was really good take on the story. Yes, I love it, man. I think I've watched the series probably 3 times, and it's really good. Those guys look great for 34, 35 years later, Simon. Good Lord, I'm thinking of Simon Williams. Showman Blue. Shout out to Simon Williams if you're around, man. He just had a birthday recently. What was it, yesterday or day before? Happy birthday, Mr. Williams. Belated birthday, man. Showman Blue. So what's the deal with YouTube ad blockers? Anyone use one? I have no idea. That's why I pay. I just go ahead and pay my $10 a month, and I don't have to worry about the ads. And plus, you get a couple little extra little perks, with YouTube Red. You can download videos. And, what else? There's a couple other things I can't recall right offhand. There's a couple of things you can do. Absolute Mayhem. He says to Showman Blues, it depends. Most people will use a general ad blocker. It even works. Oh, okay. On other sites, so he hears. Okay. There's a lot of people that use a blocker and see no ads ever. Okay. That's the first I've heard about it, so I have no idea. Yeah, I download videos from YouTube as well, Showman. I don't use the YouTube Red version. So, but I there's another way that I do it, that I can download the videos to my phone and then do what I want with them. Really, the only videos I really download are my own, to tell you the truth, because the finished product goes on YouTube, and then I go ahead and just pull my own videos from YouTube, and then I share them to Facebook and Twitter, and so it's my own stuff, You can download videos on YouTube Red. Like I said, that little option, you can do that, but it goes into like your YouTube library. It doesn't you can't use it anywhere else. But I've already found a way around that long time ago. So it's pretty cool. There's tricks that you can learn from other people, all kind of stuff, right? So anyway, and then some people are like, what picks do I use? I use these Dunlop 1mm, the blue ones. And this is my last one. And I ordered some off Amazon, and I just don't feel like driving to Guitar Center for picks. I ordered some off Amazon. I get free 2-day shipping. I also have my own Joe Wentz project picks. I'm running low on these, man. I know you can't see that. I'm running low on these. And I said, man, I got to get some more Dunlop 1mm picks. That's just what I like to use. Let's see. Oh, okay. Showman Blues, he downloads a bunch of YouTube vids and converts them to MP3. Yes. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. There you go. And puts it in a Riff Station. It's a great thing since. Oh, okay. Since sliced bread for practice. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah. Another good thing about YouTube Bread that I would like to point out is that you can when you're playing a video on your smartphone or whatever, you can back off and it'll take the video part out, but you can listen to the audio of the video. You know, if I'm not mistaken, original to YouTube, you would do that and it would just cut off altogether. But with YouTube Red, it lets you back it off and you can just listen to the audio part of the video. So it kind of turns it from a video to a podcast, kind of, sort of, if that makes sense, right? So you can do that too. And I enjoy that, you know. I think that's a cool little feature, you know. Like if I did something that Jim Guidry and I had done, or Adam EVH or whoever, and it was video, and I'm going down the road, and I'm like, well, I ain't worried about. Let me just take the video part option off, and you're just going down the road, and I got it hooked up to the stereo, and I was like, man, it's like a podcast, you know. It's really cool. It's really cool. Absolute Mayhem. Hey, Joe, do you know any songs from Canadian artists other than Rush? I did a couple on here from Bryan Adams. I couldn't tell you right now how to play it. I had to practice. And yeah, I did. What did I do? Well, yeah, let's see. Man. Cuts like a knife. I love Bryan Adams. I believe he is from Canada, isn't he? I think so. And Rush is awesome. Huge respect to them. I did one song by them on this channel, and I did it for Jim Guidry because that's his favorite band. And man, that song whooped my ass, man. And I did my best to do what I could do with it. And if you go on this channel and type in Jim Guidry's favorite song, it will it'll pop up, that one Rush song. I think that's the one song by them I like. But I did it for Jim because he loves. Matter of fact, folks, hopefully we'll be doing a birthday celebration next Friday on this channel for Jim Guidry. His birthday is coming up. Yes, Jim Guidry's got a birthday coming up next Friday, so y'all be here. I don't know if Jim would want to join me or not. It's up to him, but I'm going to be doing a celebration for Jim Guidry, whether it's by myself or with him. One way or another, there's going to be a celebration going on here for Jimbo. I've already got that planned, Jim. You're hearing about it right now with everybody else. I just haven't said nothing. Hey, I've done good, man. Haven't said anything until now. The cat's out of the bag, Jim. You know? So, get ready, Jim. Let's see. Bryan Adams. Yeah, that's the one that comes to mind right away is Bryan Adams. There you go, Michael B. That is the main reason I pay for YouTube Red to use my phone or turn the screen off. Yeah, there you go. I love that option. I was like, man, that is cool. You know, Jim Guidry said that song by Rush is a great song. Yeah, it is. It is a great song. I struggled my ass off to do what I could do with it. The Guess Who? I don't know any. The Guess Who, Mr. Michael B. I don't. Not offhand. I don't. Showman Blues. If you haven't used the free Riff Station, you should Google it up. Nothing faster for learning a song. Shows chords, fretting, plus you can change the pitch and tempo. It converts it immediately live. Wow, I got to check that out. That's awesome. Absolute Mayhem. Bryan Adams is from my hometown. Is that Kingston, Ontario? Oh, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, I love his music, man. His older stuff. From the 80s even up till the 90s. And he's just a songwriting machine, man. And his guitar player, what's his name? Keith Scott. He's so underrated. It's crazy. Keith Scott is amazing guitar player, man. He is phenomenal guitar player. And man, him and Bryan Adams together have written some just absolute phenomenal songs, man. Let's see. Showman Blues. Happy birthday, Jim. No pressure. Surprise, Jim says. Yeah, man. Why not? You know? I mean, you know, we can have our own little shindig here if Jim, you know, wants to come on here or whatever. If not, that's cool. He can watch from his house and celebrate his own way. That's not a problem either, you know. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Showman Blues. I don't do anything on my phone but talk and tune my guitar. Yeah, it's pretty cool nowadays. You can download a guitar tuner, right? An app. It's pretty cool. The tuners I use, and no, I'm not endorsed. I'm not endorsed by nothing. I buy all my stuff. Snark tuners, man. That's what I use. I got 2 of these bad boys. And man, I love those things, man. I think, Jim, don't you have a Snark? I don't know if you did or not. Man. Mr. Hernandez. Hey, Joe, are you jamming tonight? Yes, sir, we did jam tonight. Yes, sir. We did. Thank you for being here, sir. Showman Blues. I'm the oldest of all YouTubers. Okay. How old are you, Showman Blues? Wait a minute. Is that were you the one that was at Dave's gig the other weekend? Was that you, Showman? When Rockin' Dave was playing at the Blue Monkey? I can't remember. I want to say it was, but I can't remember. Yes. Okay, Showman. Hey, man. Okay, I didn't get to see you. Dave Byron kind of said, there's Showman Blues, and went right back. And then, so I didn't even get to see you. We'll approve that message for Showman. There you go. Showman, you crazy, man. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Let's see. Jim says yes on the Snark. Okay, so you do have one, Jim. Yeah, Snark tuners are amazing. Yeah. Let's see, man. I don't know if I got any other songs to play because I deleted a lot of the stuff out of here because it was getting full. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, Showman. You didn't have to delete it, man. It's no big deal, man. You didn't have to delete the message. It's okay. We're laid back here, man. We're not real strict over here. You know, there's always good people in here. I don't have a problem. R2, R3. You also use a snark tuner? Really? Okay, cool. Yeah, they're really convenient. Who was that said they have okay, Michael B, Polytune clip. Okay, yeah. They have a couple of different styles, don't they, that clip on your headstock. The snark was introduced to me by a gentleman that used to work on my guitars. He's a guitar repair, luthier, and I saw him at his shop. He had this little shop that he's no longer there anymore, but man, he was such a nice guy. And he had him on his on the rack there in his shop, and I was like, what is that? Is that a tuner?" He's like, "Yeah, it's called a snark," and and I didn't know at the time my son had one. He said, "Yeah, Dad, that's what I got." I was like, "Oh, you do?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "How do you like it?" He goes, "Oh, I love it." And I love it because it lights up. The color LED display lights up. It's really, I love it, man. I got two of them, man. A blue one. Good Lord. A black one and a red one. Now I need a blue one. I guess I'll get a blue one for Christmas. You can get them for about what, $10, $10 or $12 on Amazon. Let's see. Okay, Absolute Mayhem. Here's some Canadian bands. He says Neil Young. They typically hip. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Steppenwolf. Oh man, yeah. April Wine, The Tea Party, Triumph, Bare Naked Ladies, Lover Boy. Whoa, whoa. I love Lover Boy, man. That's way back in the day. Arcade Fire, Our Lady Peace, Trooper, and Big Wreck. Wow, thank you, Absolute Mayhem. That's an awesome. He's like putting it out there. Okay, man, here's a list. You need to pick one of these damn things and do a song from one of these bands. What else do you want me to do for you? Play you the song? You're awesome, Absolute Mayhem. You're awesome. Jim Gidget, right on, Mayhem. Yeah, those are some good bands, man. There's some good bands. Dry Heat, 480. I love my snark tuners. Yeah, me too, man. I love them. Absolute Mayhem chimes in with another comment. I also have a snark and a similar Diodario, both headstock clip-on tuners. Very nice. I have one for almost every guitar. Wow. You have a clip-on tuner for almost every guitar? Wow. May I ask how many that would be? Man. Yeah, Michael B says the Polytune, it folds in better. The snark always sticks out. Yeah, that took me a little bit to get used to. But, that's why they make different stuff, right? They make different stuff for different people, Everybody has different taste. Yeah, Jim Guidry, April Wine. Yeah, I need to go back and listen. I've heard a couple of their songs, and I need to go back and listen to some of that stuff. It's been so long. Man, it's been so long. There's a hint. We're about to do an unboxing, folks. If you've stayed this long, we're going to do an unboxing soon, and there is a hint. Michael B is correct. He's correct. Also, here's another one. Let's see. right. Dry Heat has got the correct answer. Yes. Lick It Up. I love that song, man. Yes, Cold Gin. Michael B was the other one. That's right. And Lick It Up. I love that song. Just for a quick trivia, let's see. Without Googling anything, who was the guitar player on that album, Lick It Up? Anybody have an answer? Let's see if you can get it within 10 seconds. That way I know nobody's cheating. Who was a guitar player on the Kiss album, Lick It Up? No, sir. It was not Ace Frehley. No, Ace Frehley was gone. He was gone by this time. Yep, Dry Heat. VV, yes. Vinnie Vincent, correct. Michael B. Vinnie, yes. Vinnie Vincent. That's right. Mr. Guidry says Bruce Kulick. No. He came in after that, I believe. Crazy Nights is a great album. I love that. I love that song. I thought about covering that song, but I think that's a little too cheesy. I don't know if people would be cool with that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, Vinnie Vincent. Hey man, people can say what they want. Vinnie Vincent is a bad mofo, man. He can do stuff besides all the burning up fretboard. He can play anything. Now his lifestyle choice, that's his business. People are giving him a lot of slack about that, but he really seems like a really nice person, man. Yeah, he's been through a lot of crap. But money will do that. When you get into a lot of money at one point, if you're younger, you're going to go through some crazy stuff. Anybody would, man. You're only human, right? But he came out the other side. He's went through a lot of personal tragedies, man. So, I respect him as a musician. I really do. I love that first album, Vinnie Vincent Invasion. I love that album. I got it on my phone, man. I love that. But Bruce Kulick is amazing. Jim Guidry puts Bruce Kulick. He's amazing. Who do they have now? Tommy Thayer, right? Tommy Thayer is wearing the spaceman makeup. Tommy Thayer is tremendous. Did you know when they brought Ace Frehley back for the reunion tour the first time around that Tommy Thayer had to teach Ace Frehley his own solos in the songs because Ace couldn't remember because he wasn't sober then. He was still so, he couldn't remember his own solos and songs. So Tommy Thayer had to teach Ace Frehley his own stuff. Sure enough, that's right. It's crazy. Man. Ace Frehley. Always love Ace, man. Always. Showman Blues. That is a great song. Haven't thought of that one in a while. What, Lick It Up? Yeah. Or was it Crazy Nights? I can't remember which one we was talking about. Michael B. His issue was he didn't make enough money in Kiss. Now, who are you referring to, Mr. Michael? Mr. B. Michael B. Who are we talking about here? Ace was the first hero. Oh, yeah, man. There's only one Ace, man. There's only one Ace. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Only one Ace. The man right there. I love Ace Frehley, man. Vinny. Okay, yeah, there was the story that I've heard. I mean, I don't know. Just the little things I've heard through social media was that they offered him a contract. Was it they offered him a contract, but he wouldn't sign it? Vinnie Vincent wouldn't sign it. I guess that's probably what it was, Michael. It was probably because he was wanting more money, so he wouldn't sign. And so eventually they axed him. No pun intended. But yeah. No, that's all right, Jim. Don't worry about that's all right, man. We got it. You ain't got to apologize about that, man. That's all good. Yeah, but I enjoyed that first album. I'm not a big fan of all the shredding and stuff, like Yngwie. I respect Yngwie Malmsteen hugely, but I can only take so much of that. I can only take so much of that, and to me, after a while, it all sounds the same. But according to Yngwie, he says what we like to do is boring. That he says it's just a cliche of like every other guitar player. It's just the same old pentatonic, minor pentatonic boxes and all. And I understand that. Hey, man, everybody's got the right to their own opinion. But I I don't know. An example is like if you watch G3, where Yngwie's on there with Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, and they do what was it? They were doing Red House by Hendrix, and Yngwie starts it off, and he's just doing all that stuff. I'm like, dude, that don't belong in that song. You know, we got it, man. We got it. You're a badass guitar player. You don't have to put that in every song you do. We get it. You know, that's how I feel. But I still respect him hugely. You know, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Thank you, Michael B. He there you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. He said, I saw Yngwie in the 80s. It was cool, but way too much when he gets stupid fast for too long. Exactly. You know, a little bit of that here and there is cool. Yeah. But man, when you just keep on overdrive like that I'm like, man, enough is enough. Right. Man. So what else have I got on here, man? Let me see. I don't know if I got anything else on here or not. Hang on a second. Y'all want me to try one? You want to try one more or not? Ready for a song? I don't know if I can play it right or not. I have no idea. Johnny, what's up, Johnny? Hey, man, I'm sorry I didn't go with you earlier, man, but I just wasn't ready, you know? I was chilling out, man, chillaxing, just got done eating. And so, yeah, I wasn't planning on coming on here. And I told my wife, I said, I can't go to bed yet. It's still early for me. I go to bed usually about, on the weekend, about 2:30 or 3. Oh, we dropped right there, man. We got right back. Let's see. Hopefully we don't drop again anytime soon. We're getting ready to play a song. Okay, we'll try it. I don't know. Oh, okay, Johnny. Okay, Johnny. Thanks, man, for saying hey, man. Thank you. Yeah. So, all right. We'll try it. I don't know how this is going to work, guys. So if I screw this up, bear with me, please. Please. I haven't tried this in about a month. Oh, Lord. Whew. Train wreck. Okay, that file is missing. I thought it was here, so we'll have to go with something else. I'm sorry that file is missing. We'll try something else. I don't know how this is going to work either. I apologize for the technical difficulties.
walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman. I don't believe you, it must be true. No one can look as good as you. Mercy. Pretty woman, won't you pardon me, pretty woman? I couldn't help but see, pretty woman. Well, you look lovely as you can be. Are you lonely just like me? Pretty woman, stop a while. Pretty woman, talk a while. Pretty woman, give your smile to me. Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, say you stay with me. 'Cause I need you tonight. Pretty woman, don't walk on by, pretty woman. Don't make me cry, pretty woman. Don't walk away, yeah. Okay. If that's the way it must be, okay. I guess I'm going home, it's late. There'll be tomorrow night. But wait, what do I see? She's walking back to me. Whoa, pretty woman.
All right, Pretty Woman. There we go. Whew. Yep. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back now? Let's see if it connects on the laptop. I hope so. I hope everything's okay as far as the let me reboot this. Because it's still showing the spinning circle. Okay, there we go. I can see us on the screen now. I'm sorry. It just froze, man. It completely just froze. Completely just froze up. Okay, we're back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Boy, everybody left. I don't blame you. I'd leave too. Man, holy smokes. Okay, let's open this up real quick and check it out. Let me cut this guitar off here. Make sure. Okay, good. All right. We can unplug it now without any interruption, right? Okay, the guitar is gone now. Okay, so let's open this up. We were talking about a certain guitar player earlier, and I've had this package. I've had this package, man, for probably 2 weeks, and I haven't even opened it. I've been saving it for an occasion such as this. Yeah. great occasion, right? You know, for yeah, drum roll. So let's see what we got here. And it was something that I was interested in, and when I went to look at the original online, you had to buy the whole set. You didn't have to, but if you wanted the whole set, I think it was $120 or $130, right? For all 4 figures. I didn't want all 4 figures. I wanted just the one. Well, the one was by itself was like $70 or $80, right? And here it is. It is the new Kiss line Dynasty figure. Oh, it's in a protective thing too, and it's Ace Frehley, right? And I know this backwards. I'm sorry. I know it's backwards. And that's what I was wanting. This figure, if you get it off the website, I think they want like $70 for this Ace Frehley figure. This is a new line, the Dynasty line, hence their album Dynasty. And if you wanted all 4 Kiss figures, I want to say it was like $120, $130, maybe, something like that. But this figure by himself was like right at $70, I think. And I said, I'm not paying that. So I went on YouTube. Yeah, I went on YouTube, went on eBay, and I found this for $35, brand new, mint condition, right? And so his little arm guard came off there. It's in the bottom. You can see it in the bottom. But, you know, it's all good, man. We'll, yeah, that's cool, man. That's Ace Frehley, the spaceman, right? Cool. So I wanted that to put put here with my collectibles on the shelf back here somewhere. I just don't know where. We got to figure out where to put old Space Ace somewhere. Let's see. Sonny, please stand by. We are fast forwarding to the next performance. Yeah. Let's get away from the goofy guy wearing the glasses that can't play and go something else. Yes, R2, R3, a package. Yes, absolutely. Yes, man. Ace. Yeah, this is it, Miss Sonia. This is the unboxing right here. Yeah. New York Groove. Yes, I love that song. Yeah. Too bad he didn't write that. Yeah. Sisk. It's backwards. Yeah. I'm sorry. I know. YouTube, man. Oh, you're a big Kiss fan? That's awesome. Yeah. This is the. I mean, come on, man. Ace is just a killer guitar player, right? And that's what I always loved about him. His makeup was so cool. Man, his makeup was so cool, right? I like that shot back here. Cool makeup, man. So there you go. Kiss the Dynasty Collection, the Spaceman. Cool. So we'll put him back here somewhere. Somewhere. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We've been on here long enough. Long enough. And I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. Hopefully that glitch will not be like that on the replay. It'll be just a link a little slight hiccup. Hopefully it didn't put nothing out of sync. That's another thing about YouTube, man. You can sit there and if YouTube decides to make it the audio and video out of sync, it can be a train wreck. I hope not, because we've on a long time tonight, right? Russ Ballard, New York Groove. Yes, that's awesome. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Miss Sonia, I never learned to play any Kiss songs yet. Well, I just did 2 of them tonight that are easy. Really, I got to say that about Kiss. There's a couple of them songs, man, that's really easy to play and they're fun. They're fun to do. And Ace is awesome. Yes, he is. Yeah. And yeah, New York Groove, Russ Ballard. Yeah. And Kiss is when Kiss they all did the solo albums. Aces was the only one to go gold out of the 4. What did that tell you? His was the only one to go gold. Everybody else's they just didn't sell that well. Dry Heat 480, thanks, Joe, for sharing your time. Thank y'all for sharing your time. Thank you for being here. I got to get out of this chair. It's killing my back. And yes, thank y'all for being here so much. And check the links below, man. How you like this shirt? This is the camo version of the Joe Wentz Project t-shirt. People probably saying, why do you wear your own shirts? Well, why not? It's called advertising, You got to promote your stuff, man. Self-promotion. You got to promote your stuff. If not, nobody's going to see it. If I left it in the drawer and wore a Van Halen shirt, nobody would see this shirt, But it'll be links below after this video processes for t-shirts and social media and music. If you're interested, I had somebody today said, I think it was Mr. Craig Tullius. He gave me a really kind message on Instagram on the video, and he says, man, you should do a CD and put some songs on there. I said, go to iTunes, man. Go to iTunes and type in The Joe Wentz Project. And there I am right there. There's some stuff on there that's just me. There's stuff that with Jim and Guidry myself. And if you want something different, type in Shambara and Wentz, and there's all our stuff over there. So there's plenty of stuff to choose from if you're interested, Or you can just get on a streaming service and type in the Joe Wentz Project and stream the music if you want to. It's whatever, Everybody have a great night. It is 1:30 in the morning. Officially, it is Saturday here in South Carolina. Thank y'all for being here. We will see you next time. Until then, this is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.